really talking about how lust is affecting men in today's society. You know, people actually ruin perfectly great relationships based on lust. I've seen posters when a guy is in a healthy relationship and he hears the word two-man mission and he's just completely in for it. He's willing to throw away his relationship just because he can see something that's new. You know, they have the saying, the grass is always greener on the other side until you hop over the fence and then you start playing with mud. You know, what that really means, and a lot of people overlook that, what that really means is that a lot of people jump into new things because it's brand new and they like the idea of something new. You know, a lot of y'all need to understand that in order for you to be successful, I'm not saying you have to have a girlfriend or a woman in your life. But what I'm trying to say is you have a higher chance of picking a great person for you single-handedly and working towards success. It's simpler, it's more straight to the point, because when you're dealing with multiple women, I'm talking a guy who's trying to cheat around, mess around. It's cowardly. And not only that, you're wasting so much time because the time you could actually put towards your craft, your goals, your dreams, your ambition, you're there spending it with multiple different women, and the thing with that is we all know women require a lot of attention. They require a lot of time. You're dealing with one girl, then you're dealing with another one, then you're dealing with this other one. When do you have time to work on your craft, yourself, your mental state, or anything for that matter? You don't, and that's the whole thing. Guys are driven by the idea of having multiple women, but they don't know how much it's actually limiting them, but if you're a guy who is not driven, you're able to overlook little minor things as relationships like that, you would be more focused on what you got to get done, as a man in reality. And, I talk about you should always work on your craft, but at the same time, work on your skills to talk to women and understand women. Learning how to date women and actually taking the time to put yourself out there is completely different from being lustful and hoeing around with multiple different women. The difference is that you're actually trying to obtain a lesson from being with this person. Every single person in your life you bring into your life is for a lesson. It's for a lesson. You're choosing to be with this person because you can learn from this person. That's why you really got to be able to vet the partner you're with, because if you're wasting your time with people who can't teach you anything, a woman who can't show you anything or teach you anything, you're truly just a waste of time. That relationship you've built with that person is a waste of time, because I know this sounds kind of crazy and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, what you're saying is wild. But in relationships, you really got to be able to present value. What do you bring to the table? A lot of people don't know what the woman they're with is bringing to the table. If I ask them, what is your girlfriend bringing to the table for you? They'll be like, sex. That's crazy, because in a world like this, you can obtain sexual activity from any woman if you work on yourself enough. Like, I believe I could literally go out this weekend and get laid, because there's women in the club who are desperate. If you just know how to talk to them the right way, how to move around them the right way, you're gonna be able to get some ass, bro. And it's really not that difficult. That's why a woman who doesn't bring anything to the table other than sex is kind of useless. Imagine if you as a man, all you brought to the table was sex. All you can do is give sex. You can't provide money. You can't provide any insight on life. You can't provide any kind of valuable lesson towards your partner. You become useless. That's what I believe this generation needs to understand, that life is not all about sex. It's not all about sexual activity. And that's how lust is ruining men and women. But I made this video specifically for men because that's where I could get my perspective on. Men and women are being manipulated by this generation, by social media. They're telling you, oh, get a bunch of girls. Who gets the most hoes? Who gets the most, all this bunch of nonsense. But what I'm really trying to tell you guys is that a guy who can actually control his sexual desires, he's able to work on himself, do things that actually improve his self-worth, then that's a man. Y'all need to understand the difference between an animal and a human being. The difference is that we have control over our urges and animals don't. If an animal is hungry, he's going to do everything to eat, even if it means hurting somebody, and it's different for humans. Humans think around all those kinds of things, and that's what I want you guys to understand, that people are ruining perfectly great relationships they have with women because they see something new. The grass is always greener on the other side until you hop over the fence and you start playing with mud. And that's what I want to tell y'all. Y'all need to be bent up about getting money instead of talking to random girls when you're in a whole relationship. I believe guys who are in relationships and choose to cheat, you're a coward, bro. You're weak. Like, that makes you so much less of a man because you can't look the woman you're with, who is sacrificing your time to be with you, in the face and be like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I want to go play around with other women. I have so much more respect for dudes who own up to that desire, Say, hey, I can't control my urges. This has nothing to do with you, but I want to go and explore my options. If you're a dude who is in a relationship and you're thinking like that, it's better for you to let that girl go. Leave her for another person. Leave her for a man who would actually love her for who she is and who would actually spend the rest of his life with her. Not for y'all who just, you can't control your urges, and you're a coward at the same time. You don't want to tell her, you don't want to let her go. Like, bro, that's a bunch of junk shit. I really want you guys to start thinking about consequences. Start thinking about consequences. It's going to affect other people when you choose to make stupid decisions. So next time, before you're driven by lust, understand that lust is ruining you. It's ruining you. It's making you less ambitious. Every time I start thinking lustful, I start thinking, do I have everything I want in life? Have I taken care of my mother? Have I taken care of my father? Have I taken care of my siblings? Have I taken care of everybody, every single person in my life? If the answer is no, you're looking at the wrong thing. And if the answer is yes, it's like, who was there with you? If your woman was there with you, then you need to understand that you can't be driven by lustful desires. And I tell my girlfriend this all the time. I'm aware of beautiful women all over the place, bro. You go everywhere, you see beautiful women. But am I a dog? No. I'm not gonna go and start chasing them because I see something new. I'm aware of the relationship I've built. So if I were to say one thing before I end this video, I would say lust is ruining a lot of you guys' ambitions, your goals, destroying you as a person. You gotta learn to let go of that nonsense, learn to be able to control your urges, learn to be able to stand and say no to your desires like that. You're a human being, you're a man, you're not a dog, bro. That's all I really gotta say for this video. Hope y'all absorb this information. This is one of the realest videos that I actually believe I've made. One of. I still got some real ones down there. If y'all go check it out. If you guys are new to this channel, like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for all the support. I'll catch y'all later. I'm heading to my second job.